I'm finishing up a popsicle. Really cold. Not only that, but I have a fan directly above me, whirling away. Oh, that's cold. Welcome, everybody. Let me just double check here. Make sure YouTube's. Hey, that's working. Awesome. Hey, that's working too. Awesome. That's working. Welcome, everybody, to the Domino House. I know that it looks strange, but there's nothing back here anymore. Mrs. D took down the curtain, and the greenery has been gone for a while. And man, we're just rocking minimalism here. It's like a bachelor's apartment or something. Well, tonight we are just chilling, and I thought for the last stream of 2025, no, the last stream until we move, I thought we might do something fun. So I don't think I have debuted any of my side quest characters in PGA Tour 2K25, but I think tonight's the first night, so we will try and max level our friend Carl. And I think he's I mean, we're gonna try and level up that popsicle coming back to me. I think we're gonna try and level him up to 99, but sometimes it takes a while to level up characters. So we'll play with Carl tonight, and Glad Joe coming in. Yeah, Lux, your plant is gone in the corner is gone. I know. Mrs. D is little by little, she's taken all the greenery, and little by little, she's just cleaning house here. For those of you who don't know, Mrs. D and I are moving house here, and little by little, we're getting stuff moved out. I think we're officially down to no cupboard, or maybe one cupboard that is that's still stacked with anything, but good for her. So plants are her thing. I'm the electronics guy. I am the smart home security guy. I am the IT support. We both interior design, but she is the paint. She's the painter. She is the horticulturist, and she does all the landscape and makes it look lively. So she took her giant, I think it's called I don't remember what it's called, paddle leaf plant or something like that. I told her one time that I like a broader leaf plant, and she said, "Oh, let me show you this one." I don't remember which that one's called. But so tonight this is our last stream as of next week. So no stream on Tuesday, no stream on Thursday, because 4th of July, baby. And I think, whoa, plosive much, Lux? I think we will stream on Saturday. I'm getting together with my parents on Saturday. Maybe they'd like to join, say hello to people. I wonder. But we I don't know for sure if I'm going to stream on Saturday, but for sure the next Tuesday. So I think we're going to go 1 week without streaming, and then I'm going to try and get this new video done this week and post it. So there's at least some content happening, but I have one more light coming this week. I'm going to set up shop over at my parents' house, and Mrs. D's lovely parents, they have a bit of property on the south of town, so we're heading over there, and then I'm setting up my work stuff here at my parents. So for the interim, it's going to be a little moving a little bit, but we are blessed to have parents who are willing to share their homes with us until we looked at a house. For those of you who don't know, we found a house, and we saw the inspector on yesterday. So we saw his report. Everything looked good. The things that didn't look good, we came back to the buyer and said, or we are the buyer. We came back to the seller and said, "Hey, how do you feel about fixing this stuff?" Oh yeah, I'll take care of it right away. So that was shocking. Not a whole lot. Foundation seems in good order for a 125-year-old house. So Mrs. D and I were pleased. Whether or not they do actually go through with it, it's been our experience that sellers just, we'll subtract $10,000 from the sale, and then they wipe their hands of it. Wash their hands. So tonight we're going to be just jumping in with our friend Carl and just getting him to level 99. Just enjoying the last stream of until we move. So glad you're with us. With streams like this, feel free to jump in. Let me know how your week was. Big plans for the weekend. Maybe you're watching us from a campsite. I don't know. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's all I have to say about that. I really wanted to get a soundboard ready for our friend Carl here, but I didn't get it ready in time, which I am somewhat sad about. So you guys could do redeem points for legendary Carl Spackler quotes. For those of you who don't know, in the movie Caddyshack, which is not family friendly, I do not recommend that officially, but it is a very funny movie, and Bill Murray is a shining beacon of comedy in this. So as Carl Spackler, the greenskeeper. So we have a greenskeeper build, and I don't know if I have shown you, we have several side characters. So in celebration of Happy Gilmore 2 coming out in, I think, a month, right? The end of July. We will be doing Happy Gilmore content with our friend Happy. And then we do have some other content planned, hopefully that we can close to there. If not July, then August. Once again, not a family-friendly movie, but the movie Tin Cup with Kevin Costner. One of my favorite movies. Roy McAvoy. We have some challenge videos with him. So Carl was just, it made sense to make Carl as a greenskeeper. I was doing a different greenskeeper build with a different character, and just had to rename him Carl Spackler. But I think I changed him to look not like Bill Murray, but like when you can't get the rights to Bill Murray's likeness in a video game, they have to kind of create their own version of the character. So I think that's what that Carl looks like. But Off-brand Carl Spackler. Kind of looks like my dad, which is weird. Dad? Are you Carl? I also think it's worth noting that Carl, I tried to get the likeness of his just overall persons. You know, the bucket hat, the greenskeeper look. I also gave him what I think could be pretty accurate clubs, you know. No, he's not a rich man, or maybe he got rich based on his he created a grass blend that caught on, but you know, he's in the middle of updating his clubs, and you know, he couldn't afford all golden clubs, so he still has some of the old hickories and clubs that look like they're rusted, which is really just a bronze stain. But I thought, you know what, we have to go a little bit further than just create the guy. We have to create his ethos, why he golfs and what he golfs with. So right now he's currently 88, and we do have the full 22 unlocked, so we can send him all the way to 100, but we just need the VC for it. So I forget how much VC is the magic number. Oh boy, why aren't you working again, right stick? My right stick does that. It randomly just doesn't work. I wonder if I go to a different... Okay. Maybe that'll work then. No, it will not. Come on, controller. This is what happens when you buy off-brand. I will say the Flydigi, the Vader 4 Pro has been very good. Sometimes it has reliability issues. But all we have to do... Hey, Carl got some progression. Which doesn't matter because we've already completed the season. Let me go to controls. There we go. This will help us navigate here. So my progression, it's right J and L. I always forget which ones are. So just so that we know, are you not going to do it either? How many we need? I think he needs a lot of rhythm. 59 rhythm is his max. So that's 91. Let's say correction. Okay, so that's 22. That's the available of what I have available. And that's almost 4,000. So we're going to need to grind a little bit. Just a little bit. But I know that I think I have him set in career for just one round career events. So that's good. We can pretty much... I don't want to leave it up to like high roller, because that'll crush me if I lose. So I think we're just going to do my career and just grind my career for it. Because then you know you at least get like you at least get, you know that you get a set number. Let's see, amateur, pro-am, conditions easy. We can make the conditions normal. Rounds per event, 1. These are sim skill. Man, I haven't touched these in a long time. Major event 1, playoff 1. Yeah, so we could just fly through the career and just play a bunch. Or if we're not getting there enough by, you know, the next hour or 2 hours, then we can do a high rollers match and jump up that way. But look how speedy it is with without all those followers. Imagine that. I don't know what is, like, normally on my career, on my career, it is not this speedy. Like, it just stalls out in my career. It's horrible. I don't know why. Well, I think I know why. I think 2K is trying to figure out something. I think it almost is like they're counting up every one for the 1 million subscribers, or what subscribers, for the 1 million followers. All right, let's grind. Oh boy, that was I don't know why I thought it was just time to putt. There we go, a little bit better. Yeah, I tried so hard to get sound bites going for channel redemptions tonight, because there are so many good Carl Spackler quotations from that movie. But I just could not figure it out. I'm not gonna, well, I'll try putt preview. I did spend some time with my swing. If you joined us last time, you knew that I was not doing well when it came to my swing plane. In fact, it was horrible. But I have, oh boy, I have since, I think this is the second drive that I was not on. I think I have figured it out. See, that looked good. That looked okay. Come on, Carl. You can be as good as you want to be, Carl. You can do it, buddy. It was funny trying to gather Carl Spackler quotes that were family friendly because there wasn't a lot of them. Like I said, the movie is not, you know, recommended by the channel at all, but I just have, you know, I have a soft place in my heart for that movie. That one, Carl. I gotta take one for me. Which is nice. I forgot how much it it doesn't penalize you, but how much when you don't have skills, how much everything is off. I was kind of testing Carl earlier and I'm like, whoa, things are a little bit funky. When you don't have, you know, I'm so used to playing with a 100 level player, and even then I'm not that good. Yeah, we know, Lux. We saw last stream. Alright, move this further in. Oh, Carl, it's alright. And ban that. So I just have to remember, practice your swings. I think last time I got so in my head that I was just not doing well, but I wanted to make sure that because I'm playing a less powerful character and trying to get them as powerful as I can, I'll need as much practice with my swing as I can get. Oh yeah, 5 wood. 5 wood definitely is the play on this one. I mean, we already pay homage to Carl Spackler on this stream enough. The the rat farts scene from that movie being the prime example of when he takes out the bishop or whatever his name and in the middle of the storm. So we already do our just desserts for Carl. Oh boy. What happened there, Your Excellency? You really got a hold of that one. I think the rough, yeah, the rough penalty here will be a little bit off. Cinderella story. Coming out of nowhere, a nobody to lead the way at the Masters. You got a hold of that one. I think what was getting me last round, for those of you who watched, it was not a pretty sight. I tried to play ranked, you know, stay good, stay fresh. What? And I just could not swing accurately, or I thought I got a hold of that one. I could not swing accurately or good at all. So I think what was happening was I was trying to move the stick too much. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a micro swinger, which means that I move the stick very little. I move it just enough to activate the animation, and then I stop, let the animation continue, and then just barely flick it forward. So I think I was trying to do too big of a movement is I think the best way I can think of it, and it was throwing me off because I was trying to correct things, and once you get in that mode, I believe in poker they call it tilt. Once you get on tilt, man, it's just like, oh boy, here we go. Oh boy, here we go. Get out of there, Carl. Get in the good lettuce. The other thing I noticed too is I don't really have many options when it comes to Carl. Shot types. I take back everything bad I said about you, Carl. Yeah, I thought, you know, what an opportunity to until we're moved until my space is up and running. You know, just have a chill stream. It's not like you have to play ranked. You just wanted to play ranked. So I would much rather do a stream like this on a night like tonight where, you know, I could chat with you and just be less anxious about about everything going on. A little bit to the right, and I caught it a little heavy. It also does, it makes you think, at least for me, when you're playing as a character that doesn't have all of the stats, you're like I know I'm still on pro, the spots to hit are super small, but I don't have the skills to actually do anything with certain shots. Like you have to be inventive, you know, you have to think, oh, okay, if I'm not hitting it as long, then I have to think in terms of, you know, taking another shot, or like this, normally I'd be driving it with my character to at least 315 up there. But with Carl, it's a little different. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah, he doesn't have anything. He just has a splash. But you know, it gets it out of the hole. Ooh. So it's almost like it's starting over, really. You know, thinking in terms of how can I play the hole that normally I would do this number of shots, and but I'm having to scramble a little bit, which is nice. I had a coworker that, ooh, that was way off. I had a coworker who Caddyshack was one of his favorite movies to quote. So there were times where we would have quote offs with Carl and some of the Chevy Chase quotes, and it's just good times, you know. And he said to me, he says, "Unga, unga, gunga, lunga, unga." I think the most common one that most people don't even know is a quote is, "So I've got that going for me," which is nice. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Attaboy, Carl. Make lemons out of lemonade. Lux, I think you have that backwards. Do I, though? At least he has choked approach. I'm glad I gave him that. You're playing the backstop. Let it roll back. Right now, we're waiting for the house. We're waiting on. It's so far out in the country that it's on a well for water, and then septic for a sewer. So we're waiting on the report for that. Oh boy, Carl. What'd you do, Carl? To know whether or not we're gonna go for it. There wasn't, like I said, there wasn't. Oh wow. Wow. There really wasn't anything in the inspection that turned us off to the idea of getting the house. So it's all, you know, when you have, if there's an issue with the septic. But look at that one just go. Look at it go, man. Hit it, Carl. I don't want to be chasing that down the hill. You know, when you have a problem with the septic, it's like... pretty crappy thing to fix. I was trying to think of an appropriate way to... I've only hit 12... I've only hit 6 out of 12 6 fairways so far? That's pretty depressing. Oh boy. Yeah, I started that a bit straight. But that worked out, eh? Hey, welcome back, Mrs. D. Still working on reading. I mean, I can read, just not read putts. That's better. A little curvy at the beginning, but... And this is not the easiest course, too, so... Slippery greens and... You know, boll weevils, that's a thing. Oh, boy. Watch it roll. I'm surprised it only stayed there. It looked like it had legs to go on. Once again, it looked like it was going to go further than that. So yeah, once again, I kind of took a little bit of time, except that did not go where I thought it was going to go. I was about to say I took time to kind of figure out what I was doing wrong. I'm pretty sure that broke the right way, but supposedly not. Well, I was gonna say I've had taken time to get my swing a little bit better, but poor Carl. Carl just doesn't have the length. Oh no. As it dribbles down. Well, I thought I got it far enough up there. No comment? Oh no. Well, we are just going to do this here and a little bit longer there, Carl. Thank you. It'd be really funny if there was a backstop there. Triple bogey, Carl. What are you doing? You're not going to win this one. He says to me, he says, Unga, gunga lagunga. Hey, Waddy. How was your walk, buddy? Oh, he's laying down. That means the doggo is tired. Well, poor Carl. He had been playing, you know, par golf the entire round, and then... Tee to fairway to green. That's all that it is, Lux. Tucked pins, though. Very tucked pins. Yeah, let's just do the full, because I might not get it there. I take back everything. I take back everything I said. Bum 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 bum. It is weird too seeing a right-handed golfer. I'm so used to playing my golfer as a lefty. Oh. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I am your Sherpa of streaming tonight. We are just chilling, having a blast with Carl Spackler. Trying to get our greenskeeper build. Oh boy. Oh boy. Trying to get our greenskeeper build to max. We are on the eve of a move, so we just I wanted to chill tonight, you know. Mrs. D and I have had a very eventful week, and so we're ready to get everything out of here. As you can see, there's nothing behind me. Our aesthetic here on the stream is, you know, what it is. But so yeah, welcome to the Domino House. Carl is did not have a good round there. Not representing well. Let's see if we even got VC here. Probably not a lot, because it's score based. So if you have a terrible score, we've got 100, but that might have been because did we complete a challenge? And like I said earlier, skip the interview. There is nothing good to come from the interview. Please take the followers down. Take them all down. The Midwest Invitation. It is pretty sad when you can legitimately see the game in real time not work because something in the code behind the scenes is just screwing up. I've never loaded into a My Career on my actual player. I've never loaded into a My Career this quickly. Now, granted, I am, gosh, probably 5 seasons in. But the one thing that's different, pretty much the only thing that's different, is the amount of followers. I'll stay in the good stuff. That's pretty much the only difference between my, like, this I can understand, like the lag there is from the level still loading, but stick it close, Carl. That's not close. Okay. Ooh, Unga Google Unga. And that's for a greenskeeper too. Bad putting, man. Okay, 16 with a lot of wind. Not sure if the 56 will actually. I think still the 52. Yeah, that is weird. It looks like a younger version of my dad. It is pretty weird. Okay, so on putts like that, it tells, I can feel the difference and see the difference from our last stream. Our last stream, I was trying too hard to swing. Well, I should have tried harder on that one. Even on putting, I was like I was trying to overcorrect too much. But now I find from what I was trying to do earlier when I was practicing, it's minimal swings, which I think is the ticket that I was missing. But and it is difficult, you know, on pro, it's still pretty small. Not like Master and Legend, but the margin for error is Pretty tiny. I mean, it's just good to actually feel in control a little bit more. And then the shank went out to the left. Keeps going and going. Hard left to or right to left. And then a bit to the right. Oh, pulled it. Does it matter? Oh, Carl, I'm so sorry. That was a really good putt. I think the other one, not just getting enough to level him up, but there were still some other quests that we had to clean up before we take a week off. So I'm trying to think of those as well. Let's see, pitching wedge. With the tailwind, it's thinking how to barely put it on the green and then let the wind do the rest, you know? No, Lux, I don't know. Why don't you tell me? I am fascinated too that I'm starting to feel again the simplicity of the micro swing, because I'm only moving it enough. Pardon me while I fix my chair. I'm only moving it enough to activate the swing animation, so it just is so minute, and I have my dead zones and my my stick sensitivity and all of that set up that I can really play into that. But oh boy, just find some fairway, and it didn't. Of course, when I say that, and then shank one out to the right. That's better, Carl. Sorry about that, buddy. Yeah, it's just such a different feeling than normal swinging, so you almost have to. Originally, I definitely I've had to retrain my brain from so many years of swinging it all the way back and all the way forward, you know? For bogey. Oh, please, Carl. There you go, buddy. I think the other quest that's active is I think it's 12 birdies in the round. So started out good and then had the bogster. Trying to hit that patch there, but it's not going to happen. A little sand shot coming out of the sand. Oh, didn't get up the hill. Don't roll any further down. Okay. It is funny having to use shots that I haven't used in a long time with this build, just because I haven't unlocked. Oh, it's short. Just because I haven't unlocked it. Like, I haven't done a splash shot out of the bunker for a long time. Well, Carl was doing good. And then I got a hold of him, and man, okay, I need to that I'm leaving it too much to the right on that contact point. I definitely can fix that. Okay, choked approach, out of the sand with the wind in my hair. I was not in fear of hitting it over the green on that one, that's for sure. Nope, don't think I got it. No, I did not. All right, clean this up, buddy. It's hard to think small in terms of like swinging small, swinging the micro swing when you're on a driver, because it's like, no, you want to really hit it hard, and you don't want to try and finesse a shot to when you're trying to hit it 300 plus yards. But definitely clubbing up, and even then, okay. Better than what I have been doing, that's for sure. Okay, Carl. This is back on birdie train for you. I think the other one, too, for that quest is 3 sand saves in 1 round. Which Carl, I think, is in danger of getting. Hopefully the wind helps me on that one. Get over that bunker. No, oh boy. I'm out in the woods here, your highness, your excellency. Oh, I didn't go far enough over. I went out in the woods there a little bit. That's okay. What a birdie shot. What a birdie attempt we have here. I think the wind is going to help it. Well, better everything there, except for the transition not going well. I'm going to flop it here. I mean, I know he's a made-up character, but I feel bad for him. Like, I'm I'm the reason he's losing. Glad he's playing that slice, though. Power fade. Power fade. The cut, if you will. The cut. I can definitely, I've got 6 left. Yeah, I could, if I hit every fairway now, I could definitely do it. 5 hybrid, I think that's enough to get there. Pretty strong headwind, though. Pretty strong headwind. That was the right club, just bad aim point. I'm glad I could still stop the flop there. No rhyme intended, but... Okay. Oh, I should have seen... I should have waited and saw how many... It said 6, right? I think six birdies total. Yeah, the power cut. The power cut by Carl Spackler. What a shot, Carl. No, don't screw it up, Lux. It'd be pretty cool to get an ace on a character you don't play. I've only gotten, what, 3? I think 3 total. I think all of them with my main. Yeah, that bottom mark was still a bit off, just like the other one from 2 holes ago. I think flop is pretty much my best bet. When close. Pitch isn't doing it. Pitch rolls too much. And for a character that I'm only doing because it's funny, and to get a side quest, it's like, I don't really know if I should invest that much into him. Oh boy. Get on up there, Carl. Or just leave it. That is strikingly like my dad. That's kind of weird. Yeah, that was a rhythm thing. This is about where we collapsed last time. It's an unfortunate series of events unfolding to my demise. Well, at least it wasn't a quad, it was just a triple, but no sand save on that one. I just have to remember to not... I can't really do the slower swing. Oh, it's in the hazard, isn't it? Yeah, this course is not my favorite either, but... He got it out, which is good. The greenskeeper should know where the easy outs are. Really know the course like the back of my palm. I'm surprised that even stuck. Just a little bit over now. Wow. A quad perfect, and yet...
Perfect swing.
Carl, he's just so angry with himself. A triple bogey followed by a double bogey. Yeah, we had kind of a good round there going, but... Lux, if this is a good round, man, I'd... No, we gotta send it. Full send. Well, that was a gift. I don't know if I could do that again. That was a little off. That was a little more on. Rhythm was off, though. Better. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really chop down this pitch here. I mean, the best shot of his round so far. And almost don't hole it. Almost go wide left. Oh, Carl. Sorry, buddy. I feel like my swing path, the bottom mark, is fine. It's my contact point that's off. Yeah, I think 5 will be enough, but... I seem to be hitting the contact point on pitches just fine. So I got that going for me, which is nice. I mean, I can't complain because this is where kind of everybody is when they start their characters. So I'm getting a taste of this game that I don't normally get, because I typically only play with my my max buff character. So it's a bender left to right, a little bit of downhill. What a way to finish what some would call a hellish existence. He didn't do bad. Finished third against pro-am players. It's like the Open, man. Nobody under par. Nobody under par for that one. I'll be interested to see what happens at the British. I think a lot of players are wanting to do well and make a move, and it's going to be such a tough course. It's only 50 there, but making 50 at a time, it's fun. I might have to later tonight, later in the stream, I might have to try and do a wow. High rollers round. Wow. A high rollers match. So we've got 701. I think we continue to go, like, let's see where he's at as far as that could get us at least a couple points here and there. I don't know if I need it on putt weight. I need it on transition and rhythm, I think. Although swing path. Are both of those maxed out? They are, I think. No, they're not. So I wonder why that one's not going for me. It's so weird. I probably should go do a couple in recovery. But even doing the 3 or 4, it doesn't boost my... Yeah, I don't know why my controller's not wanting to function correctly. Well, I guess maybe if I go back in as keyboard and mouse. It's always the right stick, too. We'll at least confirm that. We'll do it one at a time. We'll do those two. Yeah, still no, that's crazy. Still no, wow, I'm having a loss for words here. Anyway. All right, Carl. I know I can do better for you, my friend. Personality is about to become unknown. Yeah, don't really care. Proceed to the event. In fact, I wish the popularity would go away, not just the personality. Bum 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 bum. Sometimes with this stream music, you just gotta make up your own. You gotta make up your own words. All right, Carl. The US Open can be yours. All right, there's one fairway. A Cinderella story. I think there's no wind here. Carl's not the best in the wind. What a delicate putt. I think I mean, if I get this, the 3 sand shots and then the 12 birdies or better, that'll at least get me some VC. So, oh boy, a little offline there, Your Excellency. If I get this for birdie, though, I think it should count as a sand save. Nice. I saw that quad.
Perfect swing.
Don't tell me I can't play golf. We saw your stream your last stream, Lux. You were having some issues. Okay, another fairway. That's good. Fairways and greens. That's all you have to do. Like I said, fairways and greens. We learned last time that flopping is our friend. Just ask LeBron James. Oh! LeBron James. I shouldn't make that joke because I am not, by any stretch of the imagination, someone who watches NBA. So I don't. I'm saying that because everyone disses on LeBron James, right? Except, I guess, LeBron James fans? A little better. Bounce on out. That counts as a fairway and reg. Let's go, Carl. Carl! It's just so weird to hear the sound of those hickories, the hickory clubs. Alright, we also learned that... Oh boy. That actually was almost a really good shot, but... Almost and actually doing it are two different things. That's what I should have done the first time. He's in the lead at the US Open. Cinderella story. I left that one open a little bit more, Chief. We could do choked approach. Yeah, headwind and then a little down. Carl Spackler. Golfer extraordinaire. If I take care of the golfers, I mean, who's left on the course to pay money? Oh, let's see if we can get it up and down. We have not done well with sand shots at all. At least I just didn't duff it right into the berm there, so I'm happy with that. And I believe that counts as a sand save. That's 2 so far in a single round. We've got 1 to go. Unbelievable story. Cinderella in the making here at the US Open. Yeah, try that. Unbelievable. The push fade. I mean, I'm ecstatic from there. We'll see if I can save it for par. Ooh. Just not delicate enough. 1, 2, 3 birdies so far. Not my best. But just enough to try and win the US Open. I feel like I need to go 3-wood on this. Oh, Carl. Well, we got into sand. This would be a heck of an up and down here. Oh boy. Yeah. Alright, we still have a long putt to go for a sand save. Sand save number 3. No, I don't think we're going to see the thick stuff for a while. Oh, drip in there, baby. No. It would be funny if, throughout the course of this game, they do bring likenesses in from pop culture. I think that'd be worthwhile. That was just what, straight up and down? Lux, what are you doing? Oh boy. And this is about where we crack like Krakatoa. It was a good line, just underswung, man. Not enough power. Does that a double? That's earlier. Normally that happens on the back. On the back nine. Not halfway through your round. Alright, fairway and reg. Celebrate the small things. Nice little putt there to clean it up for birdie. Nice. Yeah, these golden clubs I got from the Dalai Lama. He said, you'll receive total consciousness. I could have done driver there. I don't know why I didn't. Alright, another chance for a sand save. This one really has to come out well. Making the putt for the sand save here. Oof. The sand save never looks so good. I love how that quest is celebrating Tom Kim's ability to get out of bunkers that he shouldn't have been in. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we're gonna celebrate something. Let's oh boy. Actually, it was closer on the top than I thought it was. I'm just trying that sand save again, Your Excellency. That was almost a great shot. Can we just put it on the board officially? As almost a great shot. What board are you talking about, Lux? This is why no one watches your stream. You just don't make sense. Alright, 13 up. Do not have... Actually, you know what? Let's do a 5-iron. Let's see what happens here. Just put it on the dance floor. Let it dance for you. A little bit of a pull, but that's, I think, okay. Yeah, good lag there. Sometimes you just gotta lag it in there, you know. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, normally you're trying to take advantage of par fives. But I'm just trying to take advantage of hitting it down the middle, you know. He's good when he wants to be. Lux, you know that you're controlling him, right? Yes, I do. And all of a sudden, he shot back into the share for the lead. Tied for 87th. And then the lead. There we go there. That was a quite perfect. That was a quite perfect.
Perfect swing.
You know, Carl, you don't have to get the, you already got the achievement. You don't have to get, sand saves anymore. A little nervous here. Little knee bender. That actually worked out that I pulled it. That worked out quite well. 16, a little bit downwind. I think the 5 wood is fine. Yeah, so tough when you don't have that distance. Dialing in. Well, barely got on the green there. Good putt, though. If I can nail it straight. And I can. That was a quad perfect.
Perfect swing.
Just magical sometimes. I tattooed that one.
Perfect swing.
Back-to-back perfect swings. Right at the end of the of our time together at Oakmont. I wonder how like that is strikingly like my father when he was younger. That's so weird. You couldn't really make the nose like bulbousy or anything, so I couldn't really make it Bill Murray-esque. Hey, we got the fairways in reg. All of a sudden, I'm getting quad perfects everywhere. Come on, let's go. All of a sudden, the ball's rolling off the green. Let's go. Well, this will not do well for my popularity. But it'll give us a poop ton VC. Carl Spackler, US Open champion. Or is he? He is. A Cinderella story. Coming out of nowhere. Nobody knows him. Oh, I wonder if playing through his career... I wonder if I'll get the VC from all that stuff too. I should, right? Even though... Because it's his own career. It's not the career that I have with my character. Ugh, there go the followers. I need to lose some more so the followers don't follow me. Oh yeah, baby. Lots of level up tokens, and I like it. Bum ba-dum ba-bum. Ba-dum bum. Skip interview. So I've got 540 now. Yeah, that was a lot to unpack there. I got some quests done. I'm just so close to getting him to 90, which is, you know, in and of itself a quest. Then I can unlock the Hickory Woods, or the Hickory Driver. Or is it the hybrid? So I still need 12 for that Evo tool. 12 birdies. I don't think I'm gonna get it with with Carl. That'll at least give me some VC here. Ranked tours, not going to be able to do that. And then Greenskeeper Grind, that's getting him all the way to 99. So I could potentially do that and then get a bunch, but let's see how much VC he is here. Yeah, there's some to be had. Like, I don't want to unlock any of the other. I don't need my player. I don't need... I've already got all of the wear for it. So it's like all of these all this stuff for career, it doesn't matter. I think you get VC for collecting stuff, right? No. Collecting drivers, I would need to buy 4, which is not the point. I'm trying to get VC, not spend it. Callaway top. I don't even know. I think it's in the rewards for sponsor rewards that you get the Callaway top. And then that's the one we're trying to get for 90. Five putts out of 50 feet. It'll give me 400, but that's an odd grind. 400 yards. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just keep on grinding this, and then just trying to. If we get to 90 tonight, that'd be huge. I'm gonna get some more water. I'll be right back. Oh boy. I didn't do that right, did I? Welcome back. Oh, I gotta get these back on. Bum, 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 bum. Welcome back, everybody. The Domino House. My name is Lux. I am your Sherpa of streaming. Isn't that great? Great to have a Sherpa of streaming. How wonderful. We are trying to get our side character a little bit of love here. So our side character, if you are familiar with the character of Carl Spackler, he is our greenskeeper, because of course he is. So he's our greenskeeper. He's greenskeeper, and we're trying to get all of that stuff taken care of. Greenskeeper, magician, all that. So yeah, just have fun, chat. Let me know where you're happening. Wow. Let me know what's happening this weekend. If you have any big 4th of July plans, that's next weekend. So great to have you here. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming tonight. We're just chilling, having fun with our friend Carl Spackler. Carl Spackler, not doing so well, but just won the U.S. Open. Cinderella story. Let me know how your week was. Let me know what your weekend plans are. Good, bad, or indifferent. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to pray for you. If you're new, my name is Lux. I'm a family-friendly streamer. I play a lot of PGA Tour 2K25. Yeah, just love to encourage you, get to know you, jump in the chat, let me know where you're joining us from. Other than that, let us join Carl Spackler. Cinderella story. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable how much VC costs. Good night. Or how much attribute points cost. Yeah, he's not having a good night so far, even though he just won the US Open. It's an unbelievable story. I want to be head greenskeeper about 6 years, I think. I got that going for me. Like I mentioned earlier, I really wanted to set up a soundboard so that everybody can do channel rewards and do their favorite Carl Spackler quotations, but I couldn't get it in time. It was funny going through all the Carl. If you have not seen Caddyshack, I'm not saying that you should, because I'm not supporting a non-family friendly movie. But if you have seen it, then you know how funny that character is. So why wouldn't we use him for our greenskeeper of choice? It is weird having a righty. I think I said that earlier. Because I'm so used to seeing a left-handed swing, I'm just glad that they allow you to play a right-handed fade, which is a left-handed draw swing shape. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Yeah, I was surprised he got the US Open. Our friend Caro. From out of nowhere, Cinderella story. That has been the story of this stream. At the end of the last round, we had a couple good quads in a row. We thought we had stuff dialed in, but it all disappeared now. Like flatulence in the wind. I have been leaving the club face open way too much. But because I'm a micro swinger, for those of you who don't know, I'm a micro swinger. So shout out, go hit up our YouTube when it comes to watching the video that I think has about 3,000 views, I think, right now, that explains micro swinging. But it is very difficult, for me at least at this point, to figure out, because I'm swinging so short compared to normal swinging. It's tough to figure out at what part of the micro swing do I need to change to fix that, because it's only going from here to here rather than here to here, so it makes it awkward, to say the least. That's all right, you know. It's a mixture of Bermuda and sesame. Jay Sporty coming in. What's up, Jay? Jay says the micro swing was an interesting idea I hadn't thought of. Saw your video on it the other day. Well, thanks, man. I wish I could say that I was the originator of it, but supposedly someone else had saw it or had done it, and I just didn't see their video. I don't remember who it was though, but I'll tell you what, for my character at least, that actually has a lot of attributes. It actually does help a lot for me. Teach, what's going on? Oh, Carl, why did you do that? How are you tonight, Teach? Good to see you. I need to take the music down in my ears. It is really loud. Bam, bam. Yeah, tonight we are just hanging out, trying to max our greenskeeper build that we have neglected. But how are things in Canada tonight, Teach? I know here in Michigan we have had some really great weather, but Mrs. D has been outside all the time, and we have it so cold in here right now. Pretty slow. Well, sometimes that's a good thing, right? Taking it slow. As the theme song to Corner Gas says, there's not a lot going on. All right, I have to remember, the weird thing about playing Carl is he doesn't have as many of the swing attributes or the swing types as my other players. So I'm having to do swing things that, like, I'm not a splash player by any stretch. So having to think through what splash is really rhythm dependent, so I have to think swing more steady and all that. All those things. Jay Sporty, if you're still here, do you play a lot of PGA Tour? Are you newer to the game? Have you been playing it for a while? What's up? I think compared to last stream, for those of you who missed last stream, you didn't miss much. I kind of fell apart, and nerves got the best of me. And someone who struggles with anxiety, that kind of thing matters. But I've done my due diligence and really tried to hone in my swing so that I'm not prone. Oh, that's got to be in. What were we just talking about for putts over 50 feet? And now we're one away from ticking that off the box. Let's go. Sometimes it's good, you know. Sometimes it's good to be a little different. All right, 6 feet up. Oh yeah, the hybrid's gonna get there. I mean, for not having any perfect in that swing, that was surprisingly good. I'll take that all day. And for those of you keeping track, the reason why I was doing so poorly with that last stream, with my swing, was I was trying too much. As a micro swinger, it's tough to not rush things. Like, you're moving so slow and so small that once you get out of that rhythm, it's like you're trying to figure out calculus while doing trigonometry upside down underwater. So at least for me, and I don't know of many other micro swingers that I could talk to about, okay, what is your method for getting back in the zone of just small swing thoughts. And do I play on master level? No, to keep it consistent for playing on ranked, I play pro all the time. That way I don't have to switch to back down to pro if I want to play ranked. So I don't play any like TGC events, so I'm not having to play master to be competitive there. Oh, leaked it to the right again. That's all right, though. We hit the fairway, and that's all right. For those of you who also don't know, Mrs. D and I are moving this next week, so this is the last stream for a full week. So I won't see you until after July 4th weekend. I might do a surprise stream July 5th, but I don't think I'll have my setup ready in time. My interim setup ready. Oh, that's a quad perfect if I've ever seen one. Let's go.
Perfect swing.
Indeed, a perfect swing. I might get that that 12 birdies in a row. Nah, 6 plus. Yeah, I could get it. I could get it. I could get it. Oh, Carl. What are you thinking of? Putting? What'd I say about the getting birdies? That's alright, we can flop this in. It's actually from that rough and that angle. That was actually really good. I'm proud of you, Carl. One of my favorite quotes with Caro is his only scene with Chevy Chase's character directly. They're in Carl's little bungalow there, and he asked Chevy Chase's character for oh yeah, you live in he lives like in the apartments or whatever. They got a pool down there, don't they? And he's thinking about showering or bathing in the pool, and Chevy Chase's character, Ty, says, oh, well, the lake might be better for you. It's like, oh, just those throwaway lines of, yeah, we got a pool. Well, for you, a lake. Lake might be better. We got those natural springs. Another quad perfect putt, but does not.
Perfect swing.
Does not get in. Yeah, without having the pressure, I should say, of ranked, having to do well in ranked, I think that was what was also throwing me off. Because I wanted to do, you know, wanted to do well for the stream, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I have had my share of cruddy swings tonight, but not like last stream. So, oh boy, and that's just gonna keep on going, isn't it? That's just gonna keep on going. Just a nice little birdie putt. For those of you also keeping score, and we're not with us earlier, I totally think that my version of Carl Spackler here looks like a younger version of my father. Oh boy. Which is weird. I don't know how that happened, or yeah, I'm not entirely sure how, but. All right, it's on the ball's above my feet here. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I am your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are just chilling. We are Mrs. D and I, my wife and I, are in the process of moving, so we have tonight's the last stream for a full week while I get my setup going over there. And we just thought, you know what? Let's just have a calm, chill night. No ranked play. Not like we were doing good anyway, but just try and build back my my greenskeeper build. Our friend Carl Spackler. So we're just trying to tie up some loose ends with the greenskeeper build, and we have a ways to go to get him to 99. He's 88 right now, but let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your week was. Good, bad, or indifferent. I'd love to hear from you. Love to encourage you. Love to pray for you if you need that. So jump in the chat. Feel free to chill. Got some chill music. Is that what the kids say? Chill. It always throws me to hear that hickory sound. Almost like I mishit it. I'm old enough to have played with hickories. My father had I learned how to play because My father had an old junky set of clubs, and he's left-handed, but I'm right-handed, so I learned how to play in real life left-handed. And except for putting, I putt right-handed. So I learned how to play left-handed, and he had an old set from the 60s or 70s, and that's how I learned, with hickory, and then the blades were pretty thin butter knives. Oh boy, that's really in the water. I don't know what happened there. Okay, I need to hit start recording. So notice here, this is in the video that I'm going to hopefully post this next week. This is the drop. I landed in the water, and this was the default drop area that they wanted me to drop in. Now notice something interesting. I can move it to the left. I can move it up. Always double check to see how far you can drop it, because right now I can come all the way over here, drop it, and I'm in the fairway. I know that that's not probably intentional, that the drop zone is that wide, but just in case you're looking for a little bit of an edge, that is a little bit of an edge. I'm not saying that you'll drop it in the water, but when you do dunk it in the water, when it goes swimming, realize that you have a little bit more, as I almost put another one in there, realize that you have a little bit of wiggle room here. Yeah, whoever put these flag sticks here, this pin location is not regulation. It is always weird to find those little things, those little quirks. And, those little things that make your round go a little bit better when you dunk one. I think I have enough to get it up there, but I'm gonna put a little top spin on it just in case. Nice little quad perfect there. Don't roll back into the water,
Perfect
please.
swing.
Nice. Okay, we've been here before. 4 birdies left. How many holes? The last one. Yeah, I really have not played on top form yet. That's almost the first hook that I've played all round long, or all night long, really, which is amazing. I'm really a cutter of the ball, if you take into consideration the length of my career. And that rhythm was so bad. With the toilet bowl of a green complex here. Leave it short there. Let it roll down. Just a little bit every night. There we go. Just put that golf ball to sleep. Poor Carl. Carl. I don't think I stayed on top, did I? Oh, he did. Wow. For those who just joined us, welcome to the Domino House. My name's Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming tonight. We are finishing up, trying to finish up our Greenskeeper build. We have neglected him Poor Carl Spackler. We're trying to get him to level 99. I think we'll be able to get him to level 90 or 91 tonight. We're just trying to grind some VC out and just get him done and get that quest line done. But how are you doing tonight? Let me know. Let me know if you have any big weekend plans. I know it's 4th of July is coming up here in America. Big, now that fireworks are legal here in Michigan, it's a big event for us here. Celebrate the independence of our country. All right, I'd be surprised if I don't want more followers. It just slows the experience down. So quit winning, Carl. Only 54. I might have to do a little high rollers at the end of the night. Bob Steele coming in. Bob, how are you? Good to see you, brother. I'm trying to think of a potential Scottish way of saying brother. I guess mate? Is mate? I'm trying not to do anything extracurricular with this and just see if yeah, man, I'm good. How are you, man? It is once again late there. You're late. You're up late again. Jay Sporty coming in. Is this the last of the archetypes you have to max out? No, Jay. I have. It's weird. So, I have. When I maxed out in the early release or the advanced release, I was able to get enough to max out before they did the weird VC nerf. I was able to max out my technician or get it really close, and I have not gone all the rest of my content I do with my technician build. So this is the first time I've really dove into other than getting like Greenskeeper up to 85 so I can get the special ability. I don't think I have any of the other ones up there. So I figured this one, because of the season tie-in, I could do this one pretty easily and get some VC. But how about you, Jay? Have you unlocked any of the other archetypes than your main? I also need to double down on making sure my technician is actually the best for my play right now. Bob just woke up from a 3-hour sleep. Is that your sleep cycle? Are you not a heavy sleeper? Jay Sporty feels like a lot of people went that route. I know a lot of people said, just give me the technician, you know. Bob says brothers is fine as well, and big yin or wee yin, depending on how tall you are compared to me. Did I say that one right? Yin, like biggin. Biggin. Jay Sporty says, yeah, I worked on getting all of them to 85. Yeah, during early release. Yeah, that nerf just killed everybody. I was so excited when that first came out. When the game first released, I'm like, oh, this feels great. I'll be able to really, grind in a short amount of time. And then 2K did 2K things, and all of a sudden we had a VC nerf that was less than pleasurable. Well, my sleep cycle has been way off. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Bob. I'll be praying that you can get some good sleep, and not that it's just good, like good restorative sleep. That's the good stuff, man. I realized that when I started kind of looking at my diet and looking at blue light, being on the phone too late before, or too much before my sleep, that was what was killing me. And I've gotten the last, probably I'd say 2 weeks, have gotten really good restorative sleep since I made that correction. So I'll be praying for the same for you, man. Jay Sporty said, yeah, if they would bring back the price down, some for the attribute point, I feel like XP and VC are in a good spot right now. Yeah, I think for the people, there will always be people who find a way to farm VC and cheaply. Like, almost feeling like it's unfair. So I think high rollers became that this season. The payouts and everything, but not everybody plays high rollers. So, Carl. So I think they just nerfed it forever. Like, all of the people who wanted to play casually, all of a sudden they have to grind just to get level development. And I don't know the breakdown of how many people microtransact nowadays, but I know the big stink from people was, well, it's pay to win now because you can just get so far ahead. But I think they did enough to level the playing field enough for everybody else. Bob saying I blame all that. I blame saying half the night to watch golf streams from B Dan Coxter. Those are good streams to watch, man. Yeah, it's tough when you know, being 6 hours ahead or 4 hours ahead because you're west coast of Scotland. It's tough to you know, a lot of streamers are in America, so having the, even I was chatting with a bloke about in Australia who wants to jump on and play sometime, and I'm like, bro, that's like 11-hour difference. Like, when are we gonna have time to do that? But I make time. He approached me and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. That sounds fun. Oh, not enough there, Carl. Bob, did Caddyshack come across the pond? The movie Caddyshack? I feel like it was more of a hit here in the States, but, or it would have been more of a hit here in the States. Yeah, Jay Sporty, much to your point, I think for me, they're just trying to eke out as much as they can. I mean, it's typical 2K stuff. I think the game is not as popular as like NBA, so they know that they're making their cash over on that game, but they know that they can weasel out enough money from us. You know, I used to play video... Oh, wow. Carl, that was horrible. I used to play video games where you just bought the game and that was it. Anybody else? Anybody else remember that? Yeah, Apex Hound streams are earlier. Isn't he also Scottish? Or he's here in the States, isn't he? I forget what nationality he is. I'm always too busy playing the game. Well, that's the whole point. I mean, if you have spare time, then grind the game a little bit, you know. Streamers come second. Oh, right in the old bunker here. There's a reason why I don't use splash shots anymore. They are so difficult to pace out. Yeah, it's tough to know which. I want to be able to work through them all, but I don't know what the next season's going to be, so I might as well wait to see if they have any benefits to doing a certain build next. Yeah, at least the game is on a 2-year cycle, giving you time to max out with your credit card, without your credit card. See, I don't know if they're going to do another 2 years. I think with this success, they might end up doing a year. I don't know. I'm sure they've thought all of that through. I'll just put that over there. Apex is okay, Irish. I couldn't place the accent. I've only watched him a couple times. The times that he comes into my my feed. I have seen Caddyshack. Honestly, didn't like it much. Prefer much serious. More golf is like greatest game I ever played. That's a good one. Bagger Vance is also good. I probably liked out of those two, I liked Bagger Vance better. But oh, Carl, come on. Well, being from the home of golf, it's kind of... I can imagine an American spin on the beloved game. might be a bit like Tin Cup is one of my favorites, but it's a romance. It's a, you know, rom-com with the candy coating of a golf movie. No, Carl. I'm surprised it even made it into the fairway. Bum, bum, bum. Thinking the wind might carry this. Man, all of a sudden I'm just drawing the ball, which I have not done all night, which is weird. Because Carl was hitting it to the right quite a bit. I'm glad the pressure's off too, because I tend to have a lot more fun when the pressure's not on, you know, trying to maintain a ranked position. And plus I think more of you guys, I'm able to chat with you more when I'm not trying to think about how bad my game is. At least I closed the face on that one. I've been leaving it open like a whatever stays open, like a 7-Eleven. There are just some movies that I think once you see them and you're in a space where it becomes kind of like a Hallmark moment for you. Not to be confused with Hallmark movies, but they get seared into your consciousness of, yeah, that movie really spoke to me, or I had a lot of fun. Bob, kind of like what we were talking about the other day of, you know, watching Great British Bake Off. Those moments are seared in your mind of, this was an amazing experience, you know? Yeah, quite like Happy Gilmore. I'm excited for the second one. I know sequels aren't quite good all the time. Top Gun Maverick was really the only one recently that was good. Wow, I thought I started that left, or started that right, but even though basically a cop judge me a psychopath and egomaniac. Shooter. If they don't make Happy Gilmore a playable character in this game for a tie-in for the movie, I don't know what 2K's doing. Yeah, Jay, I hope the sequel's good. Watching the trailer, I'm very hard to please. As some of you guys know, I am... Oh boy, come on back now. I am really... I'm really down when the writing is bad in a movie or a series. And it seemed like that one's going to be really good. Like I cannot stand the sequel Star Wars movies for that very reason. Not just because everybody hates on the sequels, but the writing was just so atrocious. And I know that it's hard to get back in Star Wars. There was a lot other things wrong with it, but too many cooks in the kitchen on that one. I feel like I'm pulling it left, but I guess I'm not. Yeah, the hockey stick putter. I know, right? They have, I mean, and they already did Shooter. Chris McDonald's already a playable character. But I feel like they have so many good ideas waiting, and they're just slowly eking them out as different seasons come out. Like, I don't know how they have not pulled the trigger on replaying a hole, like in a local match, just replaying the same hole over and over again. They need to make that an option, because that's... Oh boy. Get left. Mm-hmm. What's spot on, Bob? There we go, that's better. I feel like now my mind, I have to re-engage my mind of where I was earlier in the match, or earlier in the stream, because I feel like I'm getting back into some old tendencies. Boom. What you were saying about what you do, I know, right? And it's not just me as a content creator, because it would make my content easier, but I'm waiting for a whole Chasing Aces series that we're going to launch, and it's basically getting aces on familiar par 3s. I can't do that content and keep my sanity until I can repeat a hole over and over and over again. So, and I know that I could technically create the hole or recreate the hole in Course Designer and then make 18 holes of it, but little quality of life things like that, oh boy. I just need to quit yapping. Carl was doing so well too. The Barstool Challenge is basically about having 100 shots, par 3s to get an ace. And I wish that they did. I haven't looked enough into that. That might be a cool thing, but at least for me, there's just little things that other golf games have had in the past, and I'm like, why didn't you guys bring this over? The ability to do, to just play a computer player, like you can't just load up a local match and then plop in a computer player and play against them. It has to be a ghost of another player. It's like, no, I want to play, like, I want to set Tiger Woods. If you bring Tiger Woods into the game, I want to set Tiger Woods to be the very toughest he can be, and I want to see if I can beat him. Like, that's just, why not have that ability, you know? I know that so much of their game is just based on online experience, but like even local match, you're not playing something locally. You're still a part of the game is still loading in from a server, which just boggles my mind. Now I'm angry. Carl, I'm angry. There we go. Right down the middle. I could have done a little bit more, but that's okay. Totally agree with that. That's why the old Lynx 2003 is still my favorite. Oh, I know, man. Play against computer players. Well, I mean, even in the same vein, the old Tiger Woods games that EA developed, you know, with Lynx you had also the creative course, and it was just chock full. Yes, the graphics weren't awesome, but they didn't need to be, you know. Back then, nothing graphically was blowing your mind. All right, Carl, you can do this. No, it's in the water. It stayed dry. It's a miracle. Typical Cinderella story. Lynx had online play? I don't even remember that. I was a kid, but well, 2003 I was in high school. I didn't even realize it had an online community. Yeah, it's almost worth going back to some of those old. If they are having trouble coming up with ideas, go back to old games that were popular and see what you can, you know, snag. but yeah, it's really good for this game as well. Yeah, it's tough. I understand developers have, you know, and the other team with Visual Concepts, they had, I think the the head game designer was actually designed for the EA Sports game, the EA golf game. So I think I heard that right. Quad perfect, but that was nowhere near the perfect shot.
Perfect swing.
Links had all sorts of forums and message boards where creators could post courses. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I remember. It wasn't the first golf game that I played because that was Microsoft Golf, but it was probably the second. Big, you know, that I sunk a lot of time into. I don't remember which one I played off the top of my head, but yeah, the EA guy left and then joined 2K. And you could tell too some of the things that he brought, but it's like he didn't bring enough of it, man. You brought the look. Is that all that 2K was looking for? You know, bring some of the mechanics. I was really excited for EA. I mean, I jumped ship from 23 to EA, just because I wanted it to be like the old Tiger Woods games. I was such a huge fan of those. I don't want to chip it out of here. I was such a huge fan of the old Tiger Woods games, but that kind of arcadey style doesn't really work now that we have kind of a borderline simulation style. It's not quite sim, but it's not quite arcade. You know, it's kind of in between. Yeah, Microsoft Golf 3.0 was my first game I played. Basically a port of Link 386 for Windows. Huh. Yeah, I actually tried. I loved that game. Was so nostalgic for me. I tried getting a copy going on my virtual machine, but it just didn't work. There was too much RAM in the VM, and I couldn't ramp it down slow enough that the swing meter would actually work. It would just hard, just as fast as it could be. But mostly from those days, I remember just like the tutorial, and yeah, so much of my adolescence were computer games and golf games. Once I started learning how to play golf in real life, it was, you know, we didn't have other video games. I didn't grow up with Mario. I always thought it was weird that, you know, my parents didn't want us to have video games in the house, and yet we had a bunch of computer games. Like, well, we don't want you playing. We don't want you, you know, getting on a Nintendo and playing all the time. It's like, well, I did the same thing with a computer, you know. Now, granted, we didn't have a powerful enough PC to run all those games correctly, but the Sim Style 25 is pretty much the same as Link's 2. Really? Okay. Even out of the swing mechanics, the true swing was a big selling point. That's pretty cool that back then they had the awareness of doing something kind of sim-like and realistic. And I mean, and I even remember Sim Golf. I don't think I played Sim Golf much, but I remember having, I think, at least the demo of it. But oh, what a horrible round that was. We probably didn't even get 30 VC. Sudden death, really? Don't you know I have to go to the bathroom? Carl Spackler versus Russell Henley for the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Nudging a bunker. We'll stay short of the bunker. No one rolls into the bunker. Cinderella story. I think I did the exact same thing on the last time I played 18. We are totally not. We are not hitting that putt. There's no way I can get that close. This might roll out a little bit more. Oh boy. Come on down the hill, maybe. Putt to continue. Yes, I'm trying. Oh, that's right. You don't have putt preview in... I'll just do it au naturel. It went one more hole, didn't it? Oh, Russell. I do not remember if it was... I think a 9-iron with some topspin. No, boy. Here we go. Birdie to win. Unbelievable, this Cinderella story. I somewhat don't want to win, honestly, because I don't want the followers to jump up. Carl Spackler wins. Oh, man. Hey, I got another round. Or another quest. I'm going to take a quick break. I think I have a couple more rounds in me. I'm going to take a quick break, grab... I think I have enough water. I'll be right back. Oh boy. Yeah, so we welcome back, by the way. Welcome back to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming. Tonight we are finishing up, or trying to finish up, some unfinished business with our greenskeeper friend, Carl Spackler. I don't think I have enough. I don't think I'm gaining enough VC to actually make a dent tonight. So we'll have to save this for another night. Normally we play ranked play. However, the last time we tried to seriously conquer ranked, we ran before we could walk. But tonight Mrs. D and I, my lovely wife, my bride, are moving out this next week. So I will not be streaming at all this next week. No Tuesday, no Thursday, probably not Saturday either. So I wanted to just have a chilled, relaxed, non-threatening night, and yeah, I decided this was the best way to do it. If we haven't met yet, my name is Lux. I'm a family-friendly streamer. I play a lot of PGA Tour 2K25 right now. 2K25 right now. But I'm not opposed to playing a first-person shooter. However, the first-person shooter I used to play is now a dumpster fire. That is Call of Duty. Activision, what are you doing? So I think once we set something up, the room is nice and all that. I think I might jump in if Splitgate is still going. I want to do that. But I'm glad to meet you. Jump in the chat. Let me know how your week went. If you have any big plans for this weekend. Yeah, let me know how I can encourage you, pray for you, all that. Let's just have some fun, chat away. Bob says, yes, I can get some good sleep next week. I'm sorry, man. I'm glad you're here, Bob. And I'm not glad that you're getting bad sleep. However, I'm glad you're here. So let's just jump in, continue with our good friend Carlos Spackler. 18th green at the Masters. We have 804 right now as far as VC goes. While the cat's away, I saw this, Bob. While the cat's away, the mice shall play. But I'm the only mouse on YouTube at the moment. It is funny too, like because our community is so small right now. By the way, thank you for everybody joining in tonight. And I think officially, let me double check here. I think officially we are at 100 subscribers on YouTube. Let me double check. It might be 99, 98. So thank you for everybody who has jumped into our YouTube channel. I'm glad I'm here too, pal. Hey, man. Yeah, nothing happens by accident. So, I think for me, the cool thing about having a small community right now, is you do get that more of that one-on-one time with the people who do join you. So, and people can say, hey, I knew Lux when he still had a beard that was semi-colored, and I try not to be a vain person. I'm firm, I'm a man of faith. I'm firm in my identity. But I also know that getting gray is a part of life, and I did not expect to be so impacted by it. So the other night, actually, it was months ago now, I was getting gray in my beard. And because I wear my beard long enough, you can start to see the gray. And I could see it on camera, and when I would it just didn't feel right. So I decided to jump on a bandwagon that I had never thought about doing and coloring my beard. And I have to tell you, I understand why people color their hair. I really do. But yeah, Bob says that's certainly true. My society community at the moment, small but very friendly and great fun. Yeah, I have not had. What's the name of your society? Because I'd love to look it up. I have not had good success with finding consistent play in societies that, like, I don't want to be challenged all the time. I sometimes just want to sit back and have friendly competition, and the course is really easy or whatever. So I'd love to find a society that I can jump into. The only society stuff that I started when the game first came out, I did like Apex Hound Society and a couple of the other streamers, but I usually I use it if I need to do certain quests or challenges. That's about it. I probably should just jump in. I don't play enough as it is. It's weird to say, like, oh, you play like 12 hours a week, but when you're thinking about, well, some of that has to be content creation, doing challenges, some of that has to be ranked play if you want to keep on doing that. It's weird. Bob's No Bias Club. Master settings, okay. But with no swing bias. Ooh, that is a tempting tempting idea. I'll have to take a look at it. Let's see here. Approach. Yeah, I have to play it way under here. I do enjoy the master timing. Because it's quicker, which it plays into my micro swing a little bit more, having a quicker timing. But the smaller markers might be the one that gets me. Once again, I think that was the first draw I had. Let's see how much the rough penalty is. This is really going to move. That's actually not bad. I'll take that. Let's see, pitch. Spin it back here. Try and keep it right there. My pitches always roll out to the left. It's really weird. No matter if it's like a different hill, it always does that. Yeah, I know that the cool thing about societies is, you know, you can set up whatever you want. People can come in and compete, but I know it's kind of like the Discord server of golf. Like, you have to really have someone to keep it up, you know, keep the events rolling, and if I don't like the idea of keeping a Discord server, it just seems like keeping an active society where you're keeping in touch with everybody and sending out messages, and it just seems really not up my alley. But I could definitely see the value of it, especially if you wanted to build or if you already have a community of people who play the game and you all want to, if you're separated by location or time zones and you want everybody to have the same experience. I never would have anybody wanting to play with me really in golf. I forced Mrs. D to play one year. I think she got actually really good at 2K23 when it first came out. And my pop would play a little bit, but he'd get frustrated pretty easily. So I didn't really have anybody local that I could jump in on. Same with Call of Duty. Like, I would always have to partner up with randos. I do it all myself. It's a bunch of good looking courses. Schedule them all on Society and then write a message for the day. Nice. How many active users would you say you have every week? Because small for some people is 10, you know. Small for others is 5. Oh, just miss it to the left. It's in the hole. Boom, 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 boom. I wonder how much it's going to be held up by the driver. Hold up that win, baby. That's actually not bad. At the moment, about 8, although I have a lot more members than that. Okay. But hey, 8 solid guys who are wanting to jump in every week. That's pretty solid. The way under. I should have clubbed up. what I really won't like is doing all this work for Carl, and then having to jump back over to my player, who's, I mean, yes, it's the same swing mechanics, but oh, sorry, my mistake. 7 solid guys and 1 solid girl. That's the kind of stuff that matters, you know? Like, if you, oh wow. If you know the community well enough, you can, if you know that they're gonna, you know, hey, we're wanting some more challenges or more at stake, and it seems like you have a pretty good casual audience, though, or a casual experience. I can tell that it's the end of the night for me. I'm so sorry for yawning, everybody. Oh, stop right there. For those of you just joining us, welcome to the Domino House. My name is Lux Domino. I'm your Sherpa of streaming tonight. We are finishing up, really finishing up, what I should have finished up about 3 months ago when I first started this character, but I want to tie up all the loose ends with my greenskeeper here on PGA Tour 2K25, and he there he is, Carl Spackler. What a guy. Cinderella story. But we are finishing up our streams for this week, and we will be off for a good solid week. So we're just trying to get things settled here, and yeah, let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your week was. Any big plans for the weekend? Let me know. Love to hear from you. Love to encourage you. Jump in the chat. Definitely doubling up here. It is so weird to have a righty. One of my users, Lone Wolf, suggested I start a monthly impossible challenge. I'm considering it, but I imagine some of the members will be very, very nervous about playing that. What's the average score for your events? If everybody's playing master level, I mean, I know people who can shoot the lights out, but if they were to play master, then it probably would be a little bit different. I like the fact too, Bob, that you have no swing bias. I think that that's pretty. I enjoy that they added swing bias to the game because it added a little bit of realism, but at the same time you're playing a video game. If you want golf realism, you're gonna go out and play golf. So it's not like I'm wanting a golf simulator that I, you know, have to know how to play golf. If I want to play golf, I'm going to go play. I guess it needs to be enough of a challenge for someone who just wants to pick it up and unwind at the end of the day. Carl, that's probably the best shot you've had all day. I have a real range. Some get negative under, negative. Some get 10 under, some get 14 under or better. Others seldom do, seldom under par. I tend to vary between 5 under and 12 under. It is interesting going back to where I was when oh, come on. When I first started playing a lot of golf games, I found myself getting really good, and I never would challenge myself to go to the next difficulty level. I just would always get like 18 under and be like, oh, sweet, I'm good at the game, without realizing that there are different levels and different like difficulty, you know, tiers of difficulty. So sometimes the best feeling is just knowing like I'm having fun, and I know that I won't be having fun if I ratchet up the skill level. So I know some people just. Sometimes the best feeling is just knowing like I'm having fun, and I know that I won't be having fun if I ratchet up the skill level. So I know some people just are. Sometimes the best feeling is just knowing like I'm having fun, and I know that I won't be having fun if I ratchet up the skill level. So I know some people just are. are intent on having fun, and that's, you know, the end of it. But it's weird. I think with the rise of competitive modes in video games, people think that they have to be really, really good at something. And game developers just do this, make things so that you have to grind to get any progress nowadays. And it's like, some people don't want to do that, man. You know, it's a huge achievement for me, even getting par on master with swing bias on, although I'm okay with swing bias on pro. Sometimes it's, you know, that extra timing, it depends on what your swing thought is, right? So for me, hey, nice little quad there. Even though I didn't
Perfect
make the putt. For me, like I said earlier, master is not too bad because the timing is faster. So it plays to my, it plays to how I swing. But for some people, it's like, this is just every little piece of that can go wrong does go wrong. And no, that's way too much. Yeah, I quit worried. I shouldn't say I quit worrying, because I still think I can get really good at ranked, but I know what's holding me back, and I know that my content, I want it to be fun first off, but I want it to be different. There's a bunch of dudes that are making good content that are good at the game. So there's a specific niche that I'm trying to hit within our niche, and I really need to let myself enjoy the game more and not be so worried about, oh, I'm doing horrible, you know? Could this be the quad perfect of the night?
Perfect swing.
As it rolls in, the Cinderella story ends. Anyway, in my society, I just encourage everyone to play at their own level and have fun. Yeah, that's kind of the best support you can give to people, is that don't sweat about. I mean, you're not playing for competition and prizes and stuff. Then just play how you want, you know? I think once you establish the level too of, you know, some people are really going to enjoy the master level and some of them aren't, but everyone's on the same playing field, you know? It's not like, unless there's someone who's really just a sweat, but oh. Unbelievable Cinderella story. Trying to get out of the bunker. That's one of the other reasons why I quit playing Call of Duty, other than it being a garbage game now. The pressure of being good when you know that people are cheating and you know people are, you know, not natural, let's say, at how they're achieving these results. And as a content creator, it can be really frustrating because you want to meet the expectation of being good at something and having people like, oh wow, that's why I'm tuning in. But people can tune into your stuff because you're entertaining or you're providing other content that's different from everybody else. But meanwhile, I am just horrible right now. The 72 VC for playing the round is enough for most, honestly, with the ridiculously low scoring in other societies. There's not much chance of winning any VC anyway. That's true. Well, Bob, I will have to check in and see how everyone's doing, and see if I can get into your society at least. I I don't know. Especially knowing what's coming with the content, I don't know how often I'd be in there, but yeah, absolutely do your own thing, mate. Yeah, there are certain things you can do to help the success along, and what the cool thing about where I come from and my background is there's more to success than just money and fame. Like I care about people. I care about chatting with you guys and getting to know you and encouraging you and being able to speak into your lives and you speak into mine. Like that's what's most important for me. And that's a success. So I think as long as I know how I'm defining success for my streams and honestly my YouTube content, yeah, I'd be foolish to think that it's not about, I would be pleased to have it be monetized eventually, but it's only a front door to get people to the streams where I can, you know, get to know them and encourage them and be a beacon of hope and light to them. So whenever you can, is find no pressure, play regularly. I got loads of members that play very occasionally. Right on, man. It is weird to play a game that I used to find. Oh man, I just need to quit because I'm not hitting. I used to play this game for fun, and now that I'm a content creator first, it's almost like I have to reteach myself how to have fun with it and how to just enjoy it. And I think society, being a part of a society could be that for me, you know? All right, last swing of the last round of the evening. Cinderella story. This is a great ending hole, though. Like, it's beautiful. Yeah, I think the wind is gonna take it here. Yeah, my last 6 shots have been draws, so I'm really mostly upset that I didn't hit that 50-footer. That would have been a nice quest to get done. Wow. Wowie wowerson. Oh, please don't tell me there's a time. There's a time. All right. As you can tell, so those of you who don't know, I struggle with anxiety, and it ends up coming out a lot in speech, and it stunts my speech, and then I start having movement issues, so I can start to feel that coming on. So I will disengage for the night. But thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Just having a chill night, being able to chat with you guys. And yeah, just a reminder, no Tuesday stream, no Thursday stream, probably no Saturday stream. You know, here in the States, it's Independence Day this next week, so I'll be hanging out with my family. But I'm also, like I said, Mrs. D and I are going to be moving. So if you are people of faith, be in prayers for us as we just try and close this chapter of renting and then open up a new chapter of owning a home again. But yeah, hope you have a great weekend. Let me know. Have a good one, Lux. Yeah, all the best with your break. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate you. Jay Sporty coming back in. Great stream, man. Hope the move goes well. Thanks, Jay. To all you guys, have a great weekend, and I hope to get the video done for YouTube this next week as well. So be on the lookout for that. Other than that, have a great night. God bless, guys. Have an awesome week. If I don't see you next weekend, it will be 2 Tuesdays from now. 3 Tuesdays. I don't know the date. I probably should know.